by law. They have to have segregated client accounts. I mean, I just remembered something is that as the downfall of the binary options business, and I won't name names, but two larger companies, quite a few, tried to use their technology. And must think about binary options companies. They were really ace on technology and marketing. They really and affiliates. They really knew what they were doing when it came to that. So why not have this team of people go into forex? Well, and I'm not joking. I was actually not so much interviewed, but went in to see a couple of different companies about consulting on them about getting into forex and creating content for them and so forth. And you can't put you can put sheep's clothing on the wolf, but it's still a wolf. And it was incredible, some of the stuff these guys were coming up with, and if I can be so bold, lies that they were coming up with to create their own technology for forex traders. And I said, look, this is not only is this wrong, it's illegal. Oh no, the regulators won't let us do this and do that. I said, well, yes, they will. They and unfortunately, these guys disappeared as well. So it was amazing that I guess I'm going through the evolution I've seen in this business. And in fact, this is a more recent evolution, the binary options people. I still get phone calls from, someone who says they're regulated in Antarctica trying to sell me, 1 to 3,000 leverage. It's just nuts. So getting back to what traders need to see, fortunately, the regulators are keeping it clean. And as I say in many of my videos and webinars, if you're looking for a broker, make sure they're regulated either by SISEC or FCA or ISEC or ASIC or wherever you're located. So,
yeah, it was pretty damn scary. I went into a meeting probably in 2011, 2012. I was in a meeting and we went for a piece of technology, and the guy's like, bro, what do you need that piece of technology for? Don't. He's like, you need to look into binary options. I was like, and he was explaining, he's like, it's very simple for traders. It's either a yes or a no. They don't have to think about anything. Is the price going to be here or is the price going to be there? It's a yes or a no. And I was like, okay, but what happens if the traders are all on the right side of the market? He's like, that's never going to happen because you're just going to widen the spread and they're all going to lose. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, so you don't go and cover your things? Like, no. You just play around with the settings and make them all lose. I was like, oh my God. I was like, let me out of here.
Yeah, I was asked by a broker many years ago, a rather large broker who was offering binary options and forex, and they said, can you do some videos for us? So I took it upon myself to do a side-by-side MT4 and binary options on a few pairs. And first of all, I said, wait a minute, the prices are different. Why are the prices different? I never really got a good answer for that. But I did prove, it was interesting, I did prove that with the same analysis, you could actually make more money on forex than you could on binary options, and simply by risk management. And I think, if I remember correctly, depending on the payback, I mean, a lot of the paybacks on binary options, if you want to trade, you got 67% back or 80% back or whatever it was. On forex, it's the other way around. If you do your risk management, you could lose 1% versus blah blah blah. If you took the same trades on forex versus binary options, you actually would make more money on forex. And I was again on the B2B side. I remember one London summit years ago. And one of the binary options companies was explaining to a whole room full of forex brokers, what it was all about and revenue sharing and so forth. And one of the brokers in the back put his hand up and says, well, how does our risk management work? And the guy said, I'll never forget this. He looked at the audience and says, what risk management? They're going to lose. So it's what he said. And he said, so he realized right then and there, you're not in forex, you're in gambling. So this is, as you know, the regulators for years struggled with these two concepts. And then he said, well, actually, wait a minute, you can manage it. You just actually alter your level of capital in the accounts and things like that. He wasn't talking about fiddling, but he was clearly talking about a gambling product, which is why it no longer exists in our world. Or more to do with the fact that the mis-selling of the product than anything else. So
yeah, well, we're coming to kind of much simpler times in terms of people don't want to think, they just want to know the right answer. Gamification is, I guess maybe binary options was ahead of its time with gamification, but that's really where a lot of the trading markets are heading is, can you gamify it and make it kind of easy and fun to do? And that's definitely takes a page out of the gambling side. And now you're seeing a lot of that just happen with the crypto space, where I saw a notice the other day where Norway said we don't regulate crypto. So anybody who's saying they're regulated in Norway it doesn't exist, and it's false. So
Right.
yeah.